This is 2.7, 2.8, 3.5. Okay, almost there. He did. What's going on, guys? It's your boy NGSA Gamer, and today's video is gonna be about Hero Breakdown. So this video would not be completely accurate, but it is pretty close. It is pretty damn close. The base attack, and multiply that by everything that is buffed for specific heroes, like for instance Dovekeeper. I found some stuff on Reddit which shows you how to work it out. I'm fairly close. I'm basically there. So this is just a guideline for what you could expect to get out of Dovekeeper. So she has 11,970 plus 8,953 equals 20,923. So now it doesn't really matter which one you add up next, but so we're gonna say she deals 310% attack damage. So we can say plus 310% equals 85,000. But then the doves increase that attack by 45%. So we'll say 45% equals to 124,000. So now we got a bigger score here, but obviously that's not enough because she one-shots legends with 300,000 HP. So now we add that 90% that Warguard gives us. So we'll say plus 90%. That equals 236,000, but that's still way less than she actually does, right? But then you go into the more technical side of things by going to, so you can go first to Destiny side if you want. It really doesn't matter. You're just adding these things up, and then you will see in the end how I get to the amount I get to. So then crit. If you do not understand what crit is, crit damage, so 80 plus 80, I'm just very unclear about this, but what they mean is 80, so what they mean is 80, well that's what they're saying. What they mean, that is a percentage of attack, but it's not 80%, that's crazy because it's just not like that. So 80 crit damage, or 80 crit equals to 8% of total damage. Because 1,000 crit equals to 100% crit damage, or total damage. So 80 would be 8% of this total damage. So we'd say plus 8% equals, but then she's got more crit over here, and she's also got crit damage, which I will explain now. So 381 would say plus 38.1%, so 352,000, and then the crit damage, how they work that out is 900 would be 9% of the total damage. 1,000 crit damage is 10% of total damage, so 900 would be plus 9% of that. That equals to 384,000. But something I missed in Destiny is that extra attack over there, which is 1,300 plus 1,380. So now we've got that equals to that. Okay, so then we go to equipment. It's 2,000 plus 2,660 equals 388,000. Then we have this, she's got no crit here, it's 0 damage, 0 crit. And then we have the 15% that's increased on this energy sap. So we'd say plus 15%, that equals 446,000. So now, the thing where it's very unclear, the doves, do they stack, does that damage stack on top of each other? So one dove gets attacked. That equals, or that pluses, that adds 45% to the attack. But when another one gets attacked, does that also add 45%? It's very unclear, so I'm only doing a base stat here at the moment. So the base stat, if one dove is attacked and she's got all these buffs on one, she would deal 446,000 attack. But that is not the attack she would deal. That would depend on the game mode you are in. In this instance, we are doing a dungeon, so we will do expert 6.10 because it's the best one for that boss over there. If you do dungeons, variants come into play. A minimum variant on dungeons, specifically dungeons, all dungeons, a minimum variant is 0.91 and a maximum variant is 3.2. Yeah, 3.2. And I don't know how to work that variant out, but the best thing I found is to times it by that amount and you would get a different amount. So for instance, I'm just gonna, come on, okay, click, what? There we go. So the best way I've found to do this is by putting Lil Nick down. So the best way I found to do this is just by placing the legend down and see what damage she does to the boss. So she's gonna do way more than that. So it's 508, 566, 925, there's a crit of 880,000, there's a 1.2 million. So that I think is because the doves. Okay, but this amount I've got here, that's without the variant. So if we would times this amount by 3.2 and we get that, it's a 1.4 million. That is a maximum variant that is being carried into this match. I just want to get some matches because Dovekeeper is so freaking weak against towers. If you've got level 7 towers in your base like this and someone places Dove down, she dies fairly quickly. So okay, so now we've got a much better variant here. This is a full variant of 1.4 million. Let's place Dove down. So like I said guys, this is not remotely accurate, but it's a base. This is something you can work on. 1.4 million, right? 1.8 million, so that's close to it. But I really do think that once the doves, I think their damage stack and it increases Dovekeeper's attack. Because another thing I found is that if I add, so we are working on a maximum variant here, so let's times that by, no, we do not times at this stage, we only do that, we plus 150% equals to 3.5 million, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on to Dove and I'm gonna add Unholy Pact 8 insignia. Then I'm going back into that dungeon. Did I use? I didn't use anything. I'll pull up the calculator now so you can see that damage over there. Let's just get to a black over here. So those zeros are gonna die fast. Let me do that. Okay, so 3.5 million should be. This is 2.7, 2.8, 3.5. Okay, he did. Okay, so 3.5 million. See, so what I'm doing is I'm getting closer and closer to how to figure out what would be the most you can get out of a legend. They won't kill her, but with a boss, yeah, this one, I think this is a pretty good one. So I'm just gonna do that. Place Dove. She's first going to attack other legends, and then she's gonna go for that boss. So 3.571. There's a 1 point. There's a 2.6. 3.9, that's a 4 million damage. That's what I'm saying. I'm guessing the doves must stack. Definitely. They have to stack. Let's just see something ridiculous. 3.5 million plus 45%. That is, say, another dove stacks. 5.1. I can see Dovekeeper do that amount of damage. I really can see a Dovekeeper do that. But I'm getting closer and closer to the exact number. I just need the right formula. So if anybody, I just want to ask you guys, if you disagree, don't just disagree and not say anything or leave a dislike because you disagree. If you disagree or dislike my formula, tell me in the comments why and what I can do to improve my formula, how to work out exactly the amount of damage a certain legend can put out. What is the damage output and how do I do that formula? Because you can only see so much online and nothing is ever clear because IGG isn't clear on what the legends can do. So if anybody disagrees, please let me know why you disagree and give me a better formula to work out. Until then, I'm going to keep doing it the same way, and I'm going to do it with as much legends as possible, and I'm going to do more videos on this. But yeah guys, if you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and if you dislike the video, please tell me why and give me the formula. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Cheers.